Social distancing and self-isolation. Differences. Governments around the world are advising that people use physical distancing, also known as social distancing, and self-isolation to help slow the spread of the novel coronavirus. There are some key differences between these approaches, however. The novel coronavirus or SARS-CoV-2 can cause a respiratory condition known as coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19. Some studies predict that roughly 50 to 60% of the population will contract SARS-CoV-2 at some point. To slow the rate of transmission, governments in several different countries are enforcing measures such as physical distancing and self-isolation. This article will explain the differences between physical distancing and self-isolation. What is physical distancing? Physical distancing aims to slow the spread of the virus by keeping people away from each other. SARS-CoV-2 is highly contagious. This means that it can spread easily from person to person, usually in droplets that are expelled when someone coughs or sneezes. These droplets can also live on the hard surfaces. Physical distancing means not going to large events such as sports games, music festivals, or theater shows, not going to social gatherings such as parties and weddings, not meeting with friends or family, not gathering in public places such as shopping malls, bars, restaurants, or parks, keeping at least 6 feet or 2 meters away from people who do not live in the same household. The World Health Organization have advised everyone to physically distance themselves from anyone who is coughing or sneezing. Some countries, including the United Kingdom, France, and Italy, have asked all citizens to practice physical distancing at all times. The CDC recommend that all people wear cloth face mask in public places where it is difficult to maintain a 6 feet distance from others. This will help slow the spread of the virus from asymptomatic people or people who do not know they have contracted the virus. Cloth face mask should be worn while continuing to practice physical distancing. What is self-isolation? Self-isolation aims to keep people who may have COVID-19 away from others. This should stop them from passing the virus on. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) have asked anyone in the United States who develops possible COVID-19 symptoms to self-isolate. Such symptoms include fever, a cough, difficulty breathing. Self-isolation means staying at home for 7 days unless to seek urgent medical care, avoiding public transport when seeking medical care, not having visitors, trying to stay in separate rooms if living in a shared household, asking delivery drivers to leave items outside. During self-isolation, people should also be staying in a well-ventilated room that has an opening window, using different towels to others living in the same room or house, regularly cleaning toilets and bathrooms, washing cutlery and dishes thoroughly. Most people with COVID-19 will experience symptoms that do not require specialist care. These symptoms may include a high temperature, a new continuous cough, shortness of breath. However, if a person develops any of the following symptoms, they or their caregiver should call for emergency assistance straight away. Difficulty breathing, persistent pain in the chest, a feeling of pressure in the chest, confusion, blue lips, a bluish face. What is quarantine? Anyone who has had exposure to SARS-CoV-2 or who tests positive for the virus may need to go into quarantine. Being in quarantine means that a person is separated from others and that their movements are restricted. This stops the disease from spreading. How can physical distancing and self-isolation affect mental health? An infectious disease outbreak can cause anxiety, worry, or fear. Lots of people may worry about their own health and that of their family. Having to take time off of work can also lead to financial worries. Grocery shopping can be stressful during physical distancing and very difficult during self-isolation. This can give rise to feelings of concern, loneliness, anger, boredom, frustration, anxiety, depression. Some tips for dealing with physical isolation include staying up to date but trying to limit news intake, looking for trusted sources of information such as the CDC and the WHO, staying connected to friends and families by using the internet, trying to stay active, trying to build a structured daily routine, practicing breathing exercises, practicing yoga or meditation, trying calming activities such as taking a warm bath or reading a book, finding out what support is available from local authorities and non-profit groups. How can physical distancing and self-isolation affect the pandemic? Countries around the world are using physical distancing and self-isolation to try to contain the COVID-19 outbreak. There is currently no vaccine for SARS-CoV-2. This means that physical distancing and self-isolation are the best ways for people to keep themselves and their communities safe. These measures will help prevent people from contracting the virus and prevent them from passing it on to others. By slowing the spread of the virus, public health officials are aiming to ensure that healthcare systems have enough staff, equipment, and beds to care for people who fall seriously ill. This is especially important for people at higher risk of developing COVID-19, including older adults, people with autoimmune conditions such as lupus, people with respiratory conditions such as asthma, pregnant women.